All right, everybody. This is the workout that is generated whenever you want to start off with just the basics. It's for anybody just trying to get into working out, but just don't have much of a direction of what to do. I use these as well, even though I work out a lot. These are some of the exercises that I use to get myself warmed up. Again, that's for starting. So the other thing we're gonna need is basically we're gonna need one of these, a yoga mat. We're gonna need something to sit on. It could be one of these. It could be a chair, preferably one with the open end, so that way you can have a little bit more room to move around. Some dumbbells. You can use the 5s, the 8s, or you could even use the 10s if you want to, depending on how easy it is for you. These are the ones that I usually use, and the ones that I work out with a lot are the 10s. But regardless of that, if you have any questions about the exercises, I will be talking about how to do them correctly while I'm doing them. But if something I didn't address, or you have a question about anything else that I didn't address in the video, just let me know in the comments down below. Other than that, let's get started on the workout. What you saw before, or at the beginning, is exactly what we're going to be doing. And we're just going to go ahead and get it going. All right, let's start. So I'm going to start a timer real quick. You don't have to put the timer on, and then we're just going to go from there. First thing is single leg stand for 1 minute on each leg. So here we go. We're just going to go ahead and stand on one leg. Try not to let your hips sag down. Try not to let your leg go down like this. You want to keep the hips stable like this. Stable across. It has to be parallel with the ground. Right? If you notice that you start going like this, just bring it back up again. If you lose your balance, just go ahead and go back again. Feel the pressure on your foot. Your foot, like a tripod, sitting like that. So make sure that you kind of cup your foot a little bit inwards. Kind of like that. Not saying to scrunch it in, but just cup it just a little bit, and it makes it a little more stabilized. It gives you that arch back a little bit. So we're just gonna stand here. We're gonna let a minute pass by. Okay. Again, if you lose balance, just go back to it again. Don't worry so much about it. Alright, take a little break. Now you guys might feel it underneath your foot here. If you do, don't worry about it so much, it's fine. Just things that happen. Again, these exercises are the ones that I do. I'm just showing you guys what it is that I do. I'm not personally responsible for what you guys, what injuries may occur to you, or what, bad things happen to you. Just throwing it out. Okay, alright. Here we go. Now the other leg. See? You can bend your foot just a little bit to get a little bit more stability, but again, what's going to cause that stability? If you just scrunch up your toes just a little bit, make a little arch, that'll help you stabilize the movement. Try not to lean forward too much. Try not to lean back too much. Just as long as you feel it on the base of the foot. Right. We're going to be doing it. We're almost there. We got 10 seconds left. Okay. Next exercise is going to be, let me show you guys real quick. So this one is a active knee and hip flexor stretch. So we're going to go down like this, and we're going to keep our hips level, and you're going to go down and up. Not as much as you can, but try to go a little deeper into the squat, or a little deeper down, okay? Here we go. Down. Notice I keep my torso up as well too. Don't go like this. That's not how we do it. Your chest up a little bit. Push down and up. Down and up. Remember, it's not about doing it fast or as many as you can do. It's about getting those muscles warmed up.
kids, cause I just wanna hear it out your mouth, yeah.
Switch legs back and forth. Now you should feel the stretch right in front or on the leg that's going down. You should feel that stretch right on your quad right here. So right here, I'm feeling it right here. Feel a little bit of tightness right here. And that's where you're supposed to feel at. Okay? Alright, take a little break. Now we're gonna do sit to stand squats. You could do these with the weight or you could do them without. When I started, I just started doing base, and then after that I kept adding on weight until I felt it was good enough. So, grab my tens, all you literally do is sit down. Now for this exercise, you have to feel it in your quads right here, and you have to feel it in your glutes. So when you stand up, you squeeze your glutes and you hold your core tight. Think of it as pushing up like that. And you go down. Okay? Up and down. Squeeze those glutes as you're going up. Now when you're up there, you can squeeze your glutes as you're going up. Boom. Down. Squeeze them at the top. Boom. Down. Don't do hyperextensions. We don't want to go too far in like that. That's not good. Okay? Just enough where you're up, upright, and down. Notice how my back is straight and my core is tight. I'm not going like this. Okay? Keep the chest up and down. Up. Down. Now you should start to feel this in your glutes and in your quads. If you're feeling it in the back, that's alright, but you're supposed to feel it more in your glutes and in the quads, which are these bad boys. Down. Okay? Alright. Alright. Got to add in the Okay, we're gonna rest for a few seconds. I forgot to add in the shadow boxing and the Superman, so we're gonna add those in real quick. I think we've got a few seconds left before we start our set, so I'm just gonna start it whenever we're ready. All right. Now, shadow boxing, you could just do standard pose where you don't go too far. Throw one, uppercut. 1, 2, 3, uppercut. 1, 2, 3, uppercut. Okay, so let's get it started. Here we go, guys. You don't have to use the weights. If you want to, you can, but that's up to you. It is going to add a bit of stress onto those muscles. If you're just starting, I wouldn't recommend it. If you have some time already with this, you can. Switch the leg. Jab, jab, uppercut. Jab, 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 uppercut. Jab, 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 uppercut. Jab, 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 uppercut. I know I'm not blocking my face. I know. 1, 2, 3, uppercut. 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 Alright. Alright. Last one. So this we're going to use our mat. Or if you're on the carpet, you can go on the carpet as well too. Now what we're doing here, the Superman, real simple. All we're doing is lying on the ground and we're pretending like we're flying like Superman. Go down like this. You're going to put your stomach flat and you're going to raise your hands and you're going to put them on your side just like this. You're going to make sure your palms are facing down, alright? Not like this, down. You're going to squeeze your glutes, squeeze your back, hold it. You got to hold it. I'll let you know when on this one, okay? Don't listen to that timer. Keep squeezing those glutes. Squeeze those glutes, alright guys? Feel the back, squeeze the shoulder blades, pinch them back together, and rest. Okay? okay? Take a rest. You can do a little stretch. Kind of move your hands back and forth. This will help a little bit with that. We're gonna wait a little minute. Don't listen to that. Don't worry about that. Follow me, okay? Go ahead. Start in a few seconds. Alright, let's get it going again. So, we're gonna go down, put my hands up like this, and then back. If you can't put them up like this, it's fine. As long as you're trying, pinch those shoulder blades back, and go. So hold it there, okay guys? If you notice you start going down, bring yourself back up. If not, take a little break. And then go back up again, but continue holding it, continue holding it. Pinch the shoulder blades, tighten up the glutes, tighten up the stomach a little bit as well too. Not too much, but tighten it enough. Pinch the shoulder blades, squeeze the glutes, and release. Alright. So let's go ahead and get on to the next step. I'm going to give you guys about a minute, 2 minutes I would say, so we can transition over to the next thing. We're going to do curl to overhead press. Curl to overhead press, you don't have to do it right now, just wait. You're just going to curl and overhead. Boom, just like that. Basically it. Curl and overhead. Alright, it's not complicated. For the side view, curl your hands. Notice that my hands are supinated. Okay? Supinated means they're pointing outwards in front of my body. So they're out like this, palms out in front like this, and then you turn it into a Superman. Boom. And you bring it back down. Again, curl. Alright, so we're going to be doing that. Give you guys a little bit of a few more seconds for a break. We'll get into it. Don't forget to drink your water too. Got some water to drink, but don't drink too much. I always take about a gulp or two, and I'm ready for the next one. It's a little bit warm outside, guys, so that's why I'm sweating. Alright, let's get to it. Alright guys, curl to overhead press. We're going to do 15 by 2, okay? Oh, let's change it. I'm going to kill myself for that. Alright, ready? Begin. Up, overhead, and down. Control the descent. If you're going down, control it. Up, 2. Remember, feel it in the biceps, feel it in the shoulders. Tighten up that stomach. Some of you guys don't tighten up that stomach, you're going to have a hard time pulling it up. If you have a flat stomach like this, you're going to be going like this, and it's going to be like, I can't do it. Stick your chest out, tighten up your stomach, and go up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You should be alright with the 5 pounds. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Alright, so we're going to take a little break. Take a few seconds off. I'm going to go ahead and just breathe a little bit. more seconds, guys. Alright, let's get our weights again. We're going to do another 15. Here we go. Remember, tighten up the stomach. Up. Over 1. Up. Over 2. Up. Over 3. Up. Over 4. Up. Over 5. Up. Over 6. Up. Over 7. Up. 8. Up. 9. Up. 10. Up. 11. Up. 12. Up. 13. Up. 14. Up. 15. Alright. Take another rest. We're going to go ahead and switch over to lunges. We're going to do right and left leg. So don't start them just yet. I'm going to show you real quick how this works. The lunges, it's just like how we were doing it, but we were extending them out a little longer. This time we're not going to go that far. We're only going to go partial. So it's like taking a regular step. You go down and up. You don't have to touch the knee, but what I want you guys to do, try to keep your hips level. Some of you guys might see your hips drop. If you see your hip drop, try to keep these fingers level. Okay? Tighten up the stomach. That's the biggest thing that people lack in doing, myself included. Sometimes whenever we do these exercises, tighten up the stomach when you go down and you go up. Then breathe. So take a deep breath. We're gonna begin this. All right? Ready, set, go. Down, up, 1. Okay. Down, up, 2. Down, up, 3. This is the same leg. Down, up, 4. Don't let your body hang forward. Down, not like this. Up, 5. Keep its chest up, down, up, 6. Down, up, 7. Down, up, 8. It's like taking a regular step. Down, up, 9, 10. Alright? I'm going to do the opposite leg now. I'm going to show you the side view. I'm going to go like this. Down, up. Notice how my body and my whole body is facing forward. Keep my chest up. Down, up, 2. Down, up, 3. Down, up, 4. Down, up, 5. Down, up, 6. Down, up, 7. Down, up, 8. Down, up, 9. Down, up, 10. Alright, shake it out a little bit. Let those legs kind of feel it. If you're feeling it right here in your quads, that's good. Particularly a little bit more on the inner quad right here. And on your glutes, I would say probably on the outside of the glute. If not, most of the glutes maximus. So this guy's the one that's squeezing when you're going up. It stretches it out the bottom. When you're going up, it squeezes, contracts, and pulls you back up. If you're not feeling it there, it means you're compensating somewhere else, which means you have to correct it. Right. A few more seconds, guys. Take a little break. I know these can be tough for some people, and I get it. It's not the easiest exercise. Try to go, if you can't go as deep as I can, start off with the high, and then keep going lower and lower and lower until you're able to go a little bit lower. Don't overdo it as well too. You're not supposed to go hard, not yet. We're just getting used to those ranges of motion and the amount of stress we're putting on those muscles. All right, let's get started again. So I'm gonna face you forward. Let's start off with the left leg going forward. Out, down, push back. Out, down, push back. 2, out, down, up. 3, out, down, up. 4, out, down, up. 5, out, down, up. 6, out, down, up. 7, out, down, up. 8, out, down, up. 9, out, down, up. 10. We're going to switch with the other leg. Out, down, up. 1, out, down, up. 2, out, down, up. 3, out, down, up. 4, out, down, up. 5, out, down, up. 6, out, down, up. 7, out, down, up. 8. Your knee is supposed to track right over your toe, so if you're pointing out too much, make sure to correct it, okay guys? Look how my toe and my knee are tracking parallel to the ground. I'm sorry, perpendicular to it. They're going down like this, straight across. We're not going off down and off to the side. Alright, and done. I think we did one extra. Alright, next thing we're going to do is opposite leg arm extensions. Well, opposite arm, opposite leg extensions. So we're going to need this guy. We're done with it. If you got a carpet, then you're fine. If not, get your mat out one more time. Alright. I'm going to show you guys right now in a minute what we're going to do in a minute. Let me show you how this works. Basically, it's like when a baby reaches out to get something. What do they do when they're crawling? They reach out with the hand and then the opposite leg. Now make sure this glute right here is tight and it goes up. Okay? You gotta feel it right here. Okay? Right on that glute. Also, do not let your hips shift upwards. Meaning if you feel like you're going like this, you're gonna lose balance, you're gonna tip over. So try not to go too far. Make sure again that your hips are level. The way you do that is you tighten up your core. That's why I always say tighten up your core. Whenever you're doing them, you don't have to do it the entire time. Just tighten them, take a deep breath, hold it, and out you go. Okay? Just like that. Now if it requires that your leg goes up a little bit, just push it up just a little bit more, and then back down. You don't have to hold it. Alright? Here we go. Ready? Down position. Opposite arm, opposite leg. We're going to do 20. Okay, so here we go. Out. 1. Out. In. 2. Out. In. 3. Don't let your head fall forward too. Keep your head up. Head back. 4. Arms out. 5. Arms out. Arms leg out. 6. In. Out. 7. Keep your head tucked back. Arms out. 8. Keep your glute tight. Keep your core tight. Keep your neck up. Don't let it hang. Be conscious of where your hand is hanging at. 13. Back out. 14. Back out. 15. Back out. 16. If you're feeling it too much in your lower back, take a little break. It means you're hyperextending it too much. It means you're going back too far. You have to keep that stomach tight. Arms out. 17. Arms out. 18. Arms out. 19. Arms out. 20. All right, we'll take a little break. Those are a little more complex, even though you did them as a child. mechanics change. If you can't reach over your head and it causes pain, this is not something that I would recommend you doing for too many reps. Cut it down to 12, I would assume. That'd probably be a little bit better. But even if you're having problems with your shoulders, hold off on this exercise, because this is where your whole shoulder muscles are supposed to work. You feeling pain? Relax a little. Take back the number of reps. Because I had pain as well too. And what I would do is I would find a way to do it, but not to an extent where it started hurting. You know, if it was 10 reps that day, I did 10. If it was 12, I did 12, 15, 15. The more you do when you're not hurting, or if you could do more reps when you're not hurting, the better you can get. So you always start off with a low number, and then you get better. Now, if you're going backwards, where you did 15, now you're doing 10, you're not doing 5, and it just hurts too much, you're doing something completely wrong. You're supposed to feel in your shoulder right here, just a tad bit right here in your shoulder, your lower back a little bit, where the lower trapeze is at, and in the glute, and in the stomach. Usually that's where you're supposed to feel it. Your lower back, it means you're arching your back too much, and it means your core is not being activated enough. All right, let's get another set in. Here we go. Ready, set, go. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Out, 1, back, out, in, 2, out, in, 3, out, in, 4, out, in, 5, out, in, 6, out, in, 7, oops, keep my head up, out, in, 8, you see what I mean? You gotta keep your head up, out, in, 9, out, in, 10, out, in, 11. If you're having trouble keeping up with these numbers, out, in, 12. Take a step back and relax, out, in, 13, out, in, 14, out, in, 15, out, in, 16, keep that core tight, out, in, 17, out, in, 18, out, in, 19, out, in, 20. So that's how we do it, guys. Again, you should have felt it in your glutes, you should have felt it in your stomach, you should have felt a little bit on your shoulder here, not on your lower back. That's usually where most people that lack a little bit of core stability feel it, is right in that lower back. If you're feeling it back there, just realize that it's just a core problem, and we'll address that as well too. We'll get stronger at it. It's just doing those exercises continuously. All right. Next exercise we have coming up is going to be the 90-degree arm back to muscle flexion. So these are, where did my weights go? Here they are. My music's done. What happened to my music? Come on. Yes. Alright guys, so here's what we're going to do. These ones, what you do, you don't have to kneel down. You could just literally do it standing up, but I'm just going to do it here so you can see. What you're going to do is you're going to put your hands up like this. You could do it with or without the weights. We're going to be doing 12 reps, so you're going to put them up like this. Not boxing. Boxing is a little more closed in. These ones, you want them to be parallel. So look how my hands make, or I'm sorry, perpendicular. My hands make a 90-degree angle right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to put them like this, and we're going to go out. Notice how my hands maintain that 90-degree angle. They don't fall forward, okay? If they're falling forward, that's not how we do them. You got to make sure your hands are out straight, and they go out straight like this the entire time. So we're going to go out like this, maintain that 90-degree angle throughout, and back. And in, and back, okay? Don't do them just yet. So again, front view, we're going to go like this. We're going to keep that 90-degree angle. See how that 90-degree angle is still there? and out, and we pinch our shoulder blades at the end. If you can't get them behind your ears or get them right next to you, that's fine. As long as you're trying to push them back out and you pinch your shoulder blades at the end of it. Okay? So, I'm going to be using a little bit of lighter weight. I would recommend just doing these, starting off without any weights, because they get heavy after a few reps. Alright, so here we go. I'm going to go ahead and start off. You guys ready? 90-degree hands. Remember the elbows, 90 degrees. You're not like this. It's not like this. Straight up like this. You know, out. Pinch your shoulder blades back in 1. Out. Pinch your shoulder blades back in 2. Out. Pinch your shoulder blades back 3. Out. Pinch your shoulder blades back 4. Out. Pinch your shoulder blades back 5. Here's the back view. This. Out. Pinch your shoulder blades out. 7. Pinch your shoulder blades back out. 8. Pinch your shoulder blades back out. 9. Pinch your shoulder blades back in. 10. Out. In. 11. Out. In. 12. Now those are a killer exercise. You should feel those in your rotocup muscles, which are the muscles back here. You should feel probably a little bit of right here or a lot right there. And then your shoulder blades right here. These are the round boys. You should feel those as well too. You can go ahead and stretch out for a second. Just kind of go back and forth like this. Swing your arms back and forth just to get those guys stretched out a little bit. Some of you guys have them a little overstretched, but that's alright. Sitting down, I know for too long can do that to you. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. So, wait for a little longer, get a drink of water. Alright guys, just remember, don't let your hands fall forward. If you're going like this, that's not how we do it. Not like this. Up and back out. Like if the top of the hand was gonna fall back. Alright, like that. Try to have this hand back behind the elbow. If you can't do it again, that's fine. As long as you're trying to put the elbows out in front of the hand, that's what matters. Again, go like this, out like that. Alright? Just like that. Again, to the side, go out, and back like that. Again, if you can't do it, don't worry about it. Just try to do it as best as you can. Okay? Here we go. Do another set of 12. Hands out. Get ready. And begin. Out. Pinch your shoulder blades. Back in. 1. Out. Pinch your shoulder blades. 2. Out. Pinch your shoulder blades in. 3. Out. Pinch your shoulder blades. Back. 4. Out. Pinch your shoulder blades. Back out. 5. Pinch your shoulder blade or out. Pinch your shoulder blades. 6. Out. Pinch your shoulder blades. 7. Out. Pinch your shoulder blades. 8. In. Out. Pinch your shoulder blades. 9. Out. Pinch your shoulder blades. 10. Oh. Out. Pinch your shoulder blades. 11. I believe that was 10 or 11. I lost track. Out. Pinch your shoulder blades. 11. We'll just call it 11. All right. We'll do one more. Out. Pinch your shoulder blades. 12. Good tip of advice, guys. If you've skipped the one rep or you forgot what rep it is, just do one more. Just to say, you know, you got one extra in there. If you got one extra, you did. If you did it, then you didn't get anything in there. It's done. Alright, guys. Let's go ahead and get on to the next one. Alright, so what we're going to do next is going to be bar behind the glute hinges. All right, so this one's a little different. Oh, maybe we can do it with a weight, or well, I mean, you can get several things as long as there's a bar or even like a flat surface. You can even do it. I mean, you can technically do it with this, but what I want you guys to get the idea of is putting something behind your back that sits on your glutes. It could be a bar, it could be a weight, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna go like this, hold it behind you, and you're gonna bend over like if you're bending over to reach something. But you have to keep your hands up against your glutes. Don't hold it out like this, or try to let it sink, let it hang. You want to feel the pressure pushing against the chair like that. You create that pressure, and what's that doing is that's helping you learn how to hinge correctly. A lot of us don't know how to hinge nowadays, even though it was something that when you were smaller, again, we knew how to do perfectly well. But as we get older, we just lose that. So we're gonna grab something that's flat. It can be a bar as well too. Let me show you guys real quick. Just a regular bar. I wouldn't recommend PVC pipe because you do put quite a bit of pressure on there. If you get a piece of 2x4, that'd be fine. What else would work? Quite a bit of other stuff. A broom, a wooden broomstick, that would work. Again, you're just gonna grab it like this, just like that. Grab it, and you're gonna push against it. See how I'm pushing against it, okay? It's not like this, it's not hanging out like this. I'm pushing against it, so I pull my shoulders up just to create a little bit more tension. Put your shoulders up just a little bit, just enough to like feel like you're sitting down on it, and you're gonna go down and up. Okay? You're gonna go down and up. Now the other thing you can do as well too, I didn't mention this, you can also use, say, a wall. So you keep pressure up against the wall and you hinge. Alright? Let me show you a good example of it. If I can get something here. Okay. Again, same thing, same concept. Pretend this is a solid wall. What you're going to do is you're going to drive your hips into the wall. And down you go. If your glutes do not touch the wall, it means you're not pushing into the wall enough. Now, you might have to adjust your stride. If the wall is a little bit more retracted, you have to push your hips out a little more, okay? So if the wall's stuck right there, push until you touch it, and then you go back up. And then go a little bit forward, and then you're gonna go down, and you're gonna put your hips into it, and then out. Alright, so that's what we're gonna do. So, let's get this started, guys. I'm gonna do it with this guy. Actually, I'm gonna do it with, I'd rather do it with one of these. If you have a bumper plate, you can do it with the bumper plate as well too. Get like a 5 or a 10 pound. Make sure it's not super flexible. But again, it's like you're sitting down on it. So you're gonna go. We're gonna get ready, alright guys? So go ahead and get it. Pause the video if you have to. We're gonna get this going. Alright, so here we go. Look how my body hinges. Okay? I'm not going like this. I'm keeping my chest up. And we're pushing against it, and we're going to go down, up, 1. You should start feeling this in your glutes and your hamstrings almost immediately. Down, up, 2. You can go a little deeper, down, up, 3, down, up, 4, down, up, 5, down, up, 6. Make sure your knees are stable as well too. Down, tuck in your stomach, up, tighten up your stomach. Also make sure your knees are in track. Up, 9. Let's count again. Down, up, 10. Notice how my knees are in track. Look at my knees from that point of view. Down, up, 11. See how it goes right over the toe. It's not going like this, it's going straight. Down, up, 12, okay? Down, up, 13. Notice how I tighten up my stomach, and I'm keeping myself, my whole upper torso up 14. My torso is in line with my head. Down, up 15. Okay? Alright, go ahead and take a little break. I'm just going to demonstrate a little bit more on how this works. So, take a break. Again, this is going to be how it works. Get a bar, get something, a 2x4, anything that's flat, and you're able to put your bum against it and push against it, okay? You're just gonna let it hang. It's like you're trying to push your bum right into it, okay? And you're just gonna hang right into it, okay? You notice how I'm not going like this. This is not how we do it. That's not how we do it. We go out, my knees go into a little bit of flexion, and we push out, and we drive the glutes. We drive it out with the glutes, okay? Down, up, down, okay? All right, you guys ready for the next set? Let's get it going. So here we go. Grab whatever it is that you're gonna hold against. If it's a wall, hopefully you can do it with the wall. Again, the wall's not really recommended so much, but it's one way if you don't have anything to do it with. But if you have something to hold on against to it, then here we go. Ready? Begin. I'm gonna go down, up, 1, down, tighten up that stomach, up, 2. If you notice when you tighten up your stomach, you're able to go up a little easier, up, 3, down, up, 4, down, up, 5, down, up, 6. It's not so much a squat, it's just hinging. Down, up, 7. If you feel tight in your hamstrings, don't worry about it. You do it enough times, those hamstrings are gonna stretch out just a little bit. 8, down, up, 9, down, up, 10, down, up, 11, down, up, 12, down, up, 13, down, up, 14, last one, down, tighten up your stomach, up, 15, all right. Take a little rest on that one. We're almost done, guys. All we got left is glute bridges. So glute bridges, again, I'm just trying to get you guys to get a little stronger with your hip and your core. If you guys want to do like a little bonus round of planks, we can do that as well too right afterwards. I didn't add it in to the list, but we'll do like a bonus plank. And that way you guys can know how to do the planks how I do it. I feel like doing it correct now. So, all right, glute bridges. Don't do this just yet. Don't get in position. Glute bridges. We're gonna go ahead and just go this way. You lie down on your back. Now you're not supposed to go all the way up and press up. It's just a glute where you feel it right underneath right here. So you feel it right at the tightness and you go back down. You don't have to go all the way up. That's a hyperextension or just extension of the back too much. Oh, I'm sorry, yeah. Flexion extension. You know what I get. You know what I mean. You're pushing your back up too much and you're gonna cause a lot of pain in that lower back. Not a good thing. Okay? Flexion, that's what it is. Flexion. Alright. Again, you're gonna put your hands on your side like this. Don't do them just yet, I'm just showing you. And you're gonna put your hips up like that. This is how I do them. And then down. Now you're supposed to squeeze it right here. You're supposed to feel it right on your gluteus maximus. If I don't feel it on there, it means I'm not doing it right. Up, boom, squeeze, and then down. That's how far you go. You don't go all the way up like this. That's too much, okay? Alright, so whenever you guys are ready, get in position, put your knees up a little bit, put your hands out to the sides. Ready, begin. Up, down, 1, up, down, 2, up, down, 3, up, down, 4, up, down 5, up, down 6. Tighten up that stomach. Up, down 7, up, down 8. If you don't tighten up that stomach, you're gonna have some problems. Up, down 9. Started feeling those glutes yet? Up, down 10, up, down 11. Come on, guys. Up, down 12, up, down 13, up, down 14, up, tighten up that stomach, down 15, and then we take a break. Alright, 15. We're going to do one more set of that. Alright, guys? And afterwards, if you guys want to, we could do a 1 minute plank. We'll try for a 1 minute plank. I'm pretty sure your core is already going to be toasted by then, but hey, that's what we're here for, right? We need to make sure that we get those muscles going. Maybe we'll feel sore for the next day or two, but it should clear up afterwards, and then we'll be a little bit stronger when we started. Take a little break. Kind of just relax for a minute. Again, if you're feeling it in your lower back, that's not good. That means you're using your lower back to compensate for the lack of glute muscles. You don't have to go all the way up to the bridge. As long as you feel the tightness in your glute, you can go back down as soon as you feel that, all the way and then down. Alright, let's get it going, guys. So here we go. And position. Hands out on the sides. Ready and up. Squeeze. Down. 1. Up. Squeeze. Down. 2. Up. Squeeze. Squeeze those abs. Down. 3. Up. Squeeze those abs. Squeeze the glutes. Down. 4. Up. Squeeze those abs and the glutes. Down. 6. Up. Squeeze. Down. 7. Up. Squeeze. Down. 8. Up. Squeeze. Down. 9. Up. Squeeze. Down. 10. Up. Squeeze. Down. 11. Tighten up those abs. Up. Squeeze. Down. 12. Up. Squeeze. Down. 13. Up. Squeeze. Down. 14. Up. Squeeze. Down. 15. Alright, guys. Here we go. Feeling those. Definitely feeling those glutes. Alright, y'all. Now as a bonus, I'm gonna do a 1 minute workout with a plank. The way I do the plank, very simple. It's like how everybody normally does it, but put my hands out. If I get tired, usually I'll put my knees out like this, and I'll put my knees out as far as I can, kind of like this. Try not to put your knees out like this because this will hurt more. Flex your knees in a little, flex your knees in a little bit more, and just hold the position that way if it's too much. But for the most part, this is how I do it, like this. Keep my arms out, and then just hold it, okay? Alright, get the timer started for 1 minute. We're going to hold it. Alright, here we go. And down. Remember, try not to lift your bum up in the air. If you catch yourself putting your head in between your arms and like this, push out a little bit until you're almost in line with where your hands are at. Your head should be facing where your hands are at. If they're in here, you're not doing it right. Right here's where you're at, okay? And if you start sinking the back, boom, go like this. Alright, guys? Hold it in. Try to hold it in, alright, guys? Come on. If you're looking at this video while you're doing this, just keep your head up a little bit. Okay? Keep it up, tighten up the stomach, tighten up those glutes. Keep your hands tight. If you start to feel your back sag, put your knees out. Push those knees out, or put the knees in there to help you out. Okay? We're almost there. Tighten up the stomach, tighten up the glutes. Okay. Come on, almost there. There we go. And done. Alright, guys. Whew. Alright, good. So we got a few minutes in there. So, this is my first video making this, so any feedback is appreciated. If it's negative, positive, whatever, I'm open to it. If you guys can tell me anything that I can improve on or what else I can do, let me know. I'm going to be doing a lot more videos of this, of what I started doing whenever I realized that I was doing the incorrect exercises. This is some of the things that I would do. So, again, let me know of anything. I appreciate you guys, and hopefully this helped you guys out. And, I'll see you guys on the next video.